All right, welcome Math 2 students. We're going to get into some probability today, but specifically we're actually going to get into Google Sheets and using it to simulate dice rolling and a whole bunch of dice rolls. So let me go ahead and open up a new Google Sheet. So in Google, you want to go up to the app corner thingy there, go open a new sheet, blank sheet. And if you haven't used Google Sheets at all, then let me show you how this works a little bit. A couple things, you got a bunch of empty boxes here. You can start in any empty box, and we're going to call this dice simulation chart data table. That's what we'll call it. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. You can change the font size. And then you'll notice it goes around like this. If yours is not set up like mine, it might do this where it fits it all in one box. That's very annoying. So you go up here to text wrapping and you can change that feature. Next thing, we're going to want to roll some dice. Usually you have 2 dice in a lot of games that you play with dice. So that would be die number 1 and die number 2. So you're going to want to go ahead and do that in your spreadsheet. And everything you do in here, you're going to turn in the Google Classroom and get points for that. Okay, so we wanted to choose some random numbers. So a die can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 6. But we don't want to actually sit here and roll dice all day long and enter the numbers. So there's a couple commands, okay? So anytime you want to put a formula in here, if you type the equals, type in equals, and I'm going to go rand between, and you can see it right there. Rand between is a random integer. Random integer between 1 and 6. So I put rand between 1 comma 6, and that should generate, there we go, we have a random number. I don't want to have to retype that, but if I drag it down, it'll fill in random numbers. I'm seeming to get a lot of 2s here. That's kind of weird. And, oops, let's see if it goes zoom out here. If you grab this, so again, if we grab this, if we grab it from the corner, right from the blue corner there, that blue square, drag it down, and you should get a whole bunch of random numbers. Okay. The formula, again, so you can see it, let's type it in one more time. You go equals, and then rand between, and we want 1 comma 6. Now, we could go 1 to 100 if we wanted, like, you know, any random scores from 1 to 100. We're doing dice, so we're going to random 1 to 6. Rand between 1 to 6. Grab it from this corner. Nope, don't do that. I did not mean to do that. Control Z will put it back up there. Grab it from that corner and drag it down, and you can fill in the rest of those. Okay. So now you have 2 dice rolls, and let me go ahead and I'm going to change the size of this so it's a little bit easier to see. Make about 14. And I'm going to put them so it's centered. There we go. And I'm going to change the font color so they're dark green. And then I'm going to change this stuff so it's... You want to go back and change all these font colors and fill colors and stuff like that so it looks a little bit better. Find a color that works for you and stand out. And I don't like that color. And don't take too long. Oh, no, that's terrible. Okay, let's go back to black. Okay, here we go. So now what we want to do a lot of times is in games, you want to actually find the total of the 2 dice. You roll 2 dice and you want to find the actual total. So that would be sum. And it's the sum. How we're going to do is we're going to title that sum. And then in here, we're going to say actually equals sum. And what I'm going to sum, I'm going to add those 2. And it actually figured it out for me. If you see it right there, C6 and D6 means this cell, C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in box 6 here. If you scroll down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then D6. Or you just highlight those. Oh, no, it didn't like. Let's try that again. Equals sum. And yeah, we're going to add C6, D6. 4 and 2 would give us 6. Now this formula thing, once we got the sum, drag it down, and it should find the sum for the rest of yours. One weird thing I have not figured out how to fix, every time we do that, it regenerates our random numbers. I don't know how to not do that, but it's okay. They're all random, so it's totally fine. So now we have the sum. Now what we want to do is maybe we want to check if how many of these are doubles. How many of these are doubles? So, whoops, don't scroll too far. I'm going to make those bold, and I'm going to make, because it's the sum, I'm going to make them 24 size. The sum is a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the sum there. And again, how we did that there is we had equals sum. So anytime you want an equation, you put equals and then that, and then the two values. How that works is like if you wanted a value B, we don't have anything in column B, so column C, 6, dang it. Column 6, 7, 8, 9. So C9 and D9 would be those two values, and you'd add them up. C9, D9. But the whole thing is once we got that formula, we completed it for the whole thing and repeated it, and it fills it in. Okay, other things we're going to want to know. Doubles. Doubles is when you get the same number in dice. So your doubles, we're going to try and count how many doubles. So let's put how many doubles. Let's put that as our title here. Now, how many doubles? We don't want to go through and count all of them. Okay, and the way you have to check is that has to be a 6 and a 6. Nope. 2 and a 2. Nope. 2 and a 6. Nope. So you go down. We could go down through that whole list, but that's kind of time consuming. So let me show you what the command is. Here's how we do it. Sort of like this. Ran between was our first command. The next one is if. If B5 equals C5, or if two squares are equal, then it's doubles. If they're not equal, then it's not doubles. Okay. So we're going to have to check how many doubles first. Let's go back, and I need to do that first. So how many doubles? Before we do that, let's create a table here. Let's create a one that says doubles, yes, no. What we'll do is we'll make a category here where we go figure out if they're doubles first. And again, how we're going to do is doobs. Sorry, I can spell right. Doubles. Okay, so that's the category title, and what we're going to do here is say yes or no. I don't know. What we're going to say is equals if, and what we're going to check is for my square here, C6 and D6. If C6 equals D6, doubles, quote, comma, not doubles. So if it's not that, it's just going to say not doubles. I did not like my thing. So I type it in there. C6 equals D6. I think I need a comma in there. Something it does not like. So not doubles, not doubles. It did it correctly. It auto-filled it. And then if you go all the way down, it should check if any of those are doubles. Not doubles, not doubles, not doubles. Hey, doubles. Did it check it correctly? Let's check. Right there, it's hard to see, and I'll fix that. Right there, 6 and 6, it got a doubles. Everything else was not doubles. So doubles did not happen very often. And that's what we would expect. Doubles doesn't happen very often. Okay. So now what we want to do over here is then count up how many doubles. And to keep this straight, again, I'm gonna color code this just a little bit better. So let's do that, do that, do that. Okay, how many doubles? How many doubles did we get? I don't know. What we're going to do is go back to our commands here, and the command is like this. We're going to count it if from here to here it says doubles. So we're going to go down the whole column, the F column, and see if it's doubles or not doubles. And so from F3 to F30, it was count doubles. So in our table, I'm going to go count if, and I'm going to go from here, that's F6, all the way down to F22. That's where my column ends. F22. And then I'm going to put the word doubles. I was counting if it sees the word doubles there. Okay. It doesn't like my extra parentheses. There we go. Okay, hold on. I typed something wrong here. F30, F30, Oh, it doesn't like this first one. There we go. Now I see what it didn't like. Very picky. I don't know if you guys could see that when I typed it. There we go. It needs to look just like that. Equals tells it's an equation. Count if is counting if from here to here it sees the word doubles. And right there it says 5. So it should have 5 doubles in my table. And that's pretty much our table. That's how we can count. So let's zoom out. Let me go down to about 75% here. That's how our table should look. I want to make this look a little nicer, so I'm going to change the color. These are all little things I'd like you to do as we go through class, and if you know how to do it already, we just spend some time making the whole thing look a little bit better, putting a nice border around it. You can hit the border tool, make the border heavier, and there you go. So we did several things here. We had a random number generator. We did a sum. We told it how to check for doubles. And we told it how to count for how many doubles. That table is now ready to be turned in. You can now hit share. And, make sure to give it a title. The title should be Dice Simulation Chart or Table. Go ahead and save that. And then once you got that share link, you're going to get that link and you're going to turn it in, copy that link, and turn it in on Google Classroom. Thanks for watching the whole video. I appreciate it. I know this one was a little bit longer than usual, so we'll be doing a lot of Google Sheets, so it will get a little bit easier to use. And thank you for your patience, and thanks for watching. All right, have a great weekend, everyone.